Hi, I'm Lavina, and I'm doing this Living on Light experiment. I'm the subject. I'm going to be spending at least the next 40 days inside this beautiful space here. So I just wanted to check in with you. This is day 4, let you know how it's going. I think this is probably one of the most important experiments ever to have been done, because the ramifications of this just blast out into the world, changes so many things in the world that to not do it, I think that would be a crime. So day 4, I've gone past the first 3 days now. The first 3 days are said to be the worst days because you feel really, really hungry and your stomach is looking around for where's the next bite of food and starts to panic. I'm still feeling a little hungry, but I think it's more nerves doing this YouTube. I remember doing a 13-day fast many, many years ago. And it was true, the first 3 days I felt really hungry. And after that, the hunger disappeared. It feels like the stomach's looking around, finds there's nothing to eat, and then goes searching in search of something else it can use to thrive. Of course, if you're going into starvation, that probably is going to be, or well, it's going to hit you fat first. That's a good thing. I think I can afford to lose about 40 pounds in fat. And then it goes to different organs and muscles and things like that. We don't want that to happen. I'm not going to have that happening. So the stomach, I think all matter has a mind of its own somehow. It's its own consciousness. So it will look around and it will find the umbilical cord has been cut. The baby has been born, living on light has begun. And now the baby's going, whoops, what's going on? Just like a real baby. And when the umbilical cord is cut, it's terrifying for the baby. So I can imagine, this is just imagination, of course, I can imagine that baby looking around and saying, what do I do now? And that's the question, what does it do now? So in my own mind, spiritual, physical reality, I am just saying to it, go live on light. Go live on light. You know the source of light. You know where it is. Go do it. It's been my experience in the past that when I've asked my body to do something, it will more or less do it. And the mind. I remember one time thinking, you know what? I shouldn't be eating so much chocolate cake. I don't want to struggle and have to give up chocolate cake, because when you do that, the mind goes, no, 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 don't want to do that. When you tell it to do something, like it as an order, when it doesn't want to. So when I say to my mind that, oh yeah, it's time you can give up chocolate cake, you can find something else. And it was just my intention really that I wanted to give up chocolate cake, that my mind said, well, okay then. I mean, it's very easygoing. And so I noticed I didn't have to give up chocolate cake. I just stopped being attracted to it. And that was actually quite a lesson to me. I didn't have to do all this fancy stuff to get something that I wanted happening. So here I am now saying, live on light. We don't know what it is, but somewhere inside, if that is real, the body knows. The body comes from light. All matter comes from light. That's fairly strongly already in our quantum physics. So going back to the source is literal, as well as figurative and spiritual. So I'm suggesting to the body that it goes back to source. And I expect to lose some weight. I'm not worried about that. 40 pounds will be good. And then I shall expect it to be living on light. I'm not going to allow it to destroy my body. I'm not going to go into starvation and death. I'm not interested in that. This is about light. This is about a transformation of consciousness as well as a physical and mental transformation. I really think it's possible. I don't see why not. I don't see any reason, if it's true that it's there, why aren't we using it? So this is the experiment. all the people who do this, who say they do this, and there's thousands of them who say this, I can't think that all of them are lying. I mean, I can't think that. I'm not saying it's not true. Maybe everybody is. People believe different things. But I think that the only way to ever find out the truth of something as fundamental as that is to do it. I mean, it's simple. That's all it is. Do it. And do it in such a way that people can see this. Oh, that brings me to the next point. We were intending to have live stream up ready for you to watch, so that you could watch every minute, every day. Not that we're really expecting you to do that, because I'm sure you have a life. But the possibility that you could is there. And the knowledge that every single moment is being recorded and kept in an archive. So at any time in the future, if you want to, or if anybody wants to, scientists, students, whoever's going to study this, if it's true, and there has to be lots of people doing that, then they have access to the records. They can look at every single frame. Hopefully they can do that easily, and look and see, did she eat? Did she eat? Did she eat? And the answer is going to be no, she didn't. She drank. I'm English. I have my tea with a dash of milk. I've been in America since '84. I drink coffee, a dash of half and half. That is not sustenance. Some people do this without drinking, and my hat's off to them. I don't know. Well, I haven't tried it. Why would I say I don't know? Just say I don't know, not that it's wrong or can't be done. I don't know. Maybe by the time the end of the 4 months is up, when it's absolutely sure that I'm living on something that's not food, then I might decide to try the no liquid thing for a while. That's 4 months down the line. I don't have to think about that yet. So I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yes, I was telling you about what we're putting on the web. We wanted to have it live stream right away. What we discovered was we didn't have the right technology. There's only 3 of us here. Nobody's a professional. One person knows about all this technical stuff, and she's a genius, but she doesn't know everything. And so we got a few things wrong, or a few things don't work. For instance, we wanted to put, even though we couldn't get the live stream yet, I'm not quite sure why, I can barely do email. We wanted to upload the files of the 24 hours that are being recorded from the 8 cameras for you to just look at if you wanted to, when you were looking through the website, just so you can see. It turned out that the size of those files are just enormous. I mean, I don't know what all this gigabyte stuff means, but it's big. I think 25 gigabytes or something for 24 hours. And there wasn't even a place that we could put that. Nobody would take it. It couldn't be uploaded. So we're going back to square one on that. We might put up a little sample there so you can just check in and see. Or we might just do YouTubes like this, so you can keep track of what we're doing and keep the 24-hour recordings on our equipment here, ready to be seen later. The other difficulty we had is that what we didn't realize, I wish we had, was that in order to buy the camera, I found this out today, this is day 4, in order to buy the camera that's going to put it on the web, and we have to buy a year's service as well for some strange reason, it's almost $10,000. I mean, $10 at the moment is a little much, but 10,000, not a hope. Not a hope. I try not to swear. So it might be a while before we can do that. So we're working out a different way to do that. And YouTube's might be one of those ways. Carol has to have a life as well, so she's doing some fun stuff as well. So when she gets back, we'll try and sort out how that's going to be. So I just wanted to check in, let you know. It's going on, it's happening anyway. This beautiful space, the sun's shining. We had some very hot days in Seattle the last few days. This space here is made out of tin, so it makes it even hotter. But it's cooled off today. It's getting to be sunny, but it's not as hot as it has been for the last few days. So all is well. Living on Light is happening. You can check in anytime, and you're welcome to join in and in any way you want to. You can write to us, email, questions. You can comment. Most of the comments I've seen about people living in light are very derogatory, but that's definitely to be expected. This is way outside the possibilities of most people's minds. And I don't know if it's true, but instead of saying it's not possible, let's just try it and see. So with all sorts of things need to be fixed on the website too. So it's a work in progress. We'll get to it very soon. And I hope you just bear with us. So until the next YouTube, I wish you a very good day.